Okay, good morning. We have a strength on the front end and a HIIT cardio on the back end. So you'll get your strength, 15 moves, no repeat. Unless we do something right and left, I'm just going to fix this. We are going to do like 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. So you'll get that full minute in of the move. And then we have cardio. I'll give you all low and high impact options. We have 10 moves, 30 seconds each. So it should be about 5 minutes of cardio. So you could just do the cardio part, just do the strength part. You can always repeat the strength if you just want that strength workout. Good, one more. Good. And we're gonna just squat down with a little bicep curl. Good, sit into those heels. And have your feet a comfortable distance apart where you would be on comfortable in a squat position. So not too narrow, not too wide. Good. Good. 4 more. 4. 3. We're going to keep the squat and we're going to reach both arms down and up. Here we go. Take it down, up. You can go at your own pace. We're just warming up. Think about going down maybe a little deeper. Good. 4 more. 4. 3. 2. We're going to hold those arms up there and pull down. Down. And I'm going to tap and tap. I'm going to engage the back of the leg and the glutes here. And I'm also engaging that upper back. So think about a big lat pull down, reach up big, like a standing superhero. If you want, you can lift that leg. So I'll show you from the side. Finding that balance, or you can stay with the taps. Just nice big reach. 2 more. Last one. Good, take those feet a little wider. Toes face front, hands right here, and we're going to bend right and bend left. So a little bit slower. Just kind of finding that end range, feeling where you can hold and then push back off that foot. Good. Good. Let's do the same thing and take those arms to the side. Just feeling a little bit of length through those shoulders. Brace that core. Last one. And we're going to fold over those legs. Just kind of let everything hang heavy here. Good. Hold it there. And then we're going to bend, extend right here. So squat. It's kind of like a sumo squat. A little bit wider. Good. 2 more. And then come all the way up, roll those shoulders, and you're going to come down, bring the feet in a little bit, and pretend you have 2 dumbbells on the floor, and we're going to row. This is one of our moves today. So we're going to just alternating row. You can either stay here and not have the weights on the floor when we get to it, but I figured I'd preview it here, or you can go a little deeper into those areas of that squat. 4 more. 3, 2, walk out to a plank. Find that nice plank position here. Good. Hold it. Reach to the crown of the head. Good. Come down to your knees. Come into child's pose. And then come forward and give me a push-up. You can take your hands a little wider. So 1 knee push-up, 1 child's pose. Warming up the chest, the shoulders, the back. And really take your time with it. Find that low push-up, reach to the crown of the head. But you can always take that child's pose a little longer if you want. And if you didn't want to do the push-up yet, just come to that knee plank. You're still going to feel that core and you're going to feel your shoulders warm up. Good. Good. 1 more. Good. All right, walk those hands in, come into all fours, cat and cow right here. Good, just round and arch. So we'll get a nice strength set in, feeling that heart rate come up naturally with those weights in your hands, and then we'll be ready for the cardio, and then we'll be on our way. Last one. Good. Come to a neutral spine. Bring your right toe back and kind of flex that foot and point it. Your toe is in contact with the floor. Just warming up that calf a little bit. Haven't done this one in a while. And then we're going to lift that leg up. We're going to come back to neutral lift and lift the opposite arm and pulse. Up an inch, down an inch. Just to warm up that back. Warm up the back of the leg and get that core nice and steady. Good. The last one, bring it down. Good job. Take that other toe back. We'll work that calf stretch. Good. This is one of my favorite ones to do, like in my mobility class. Kind of gets that calf without, standing. If you don't want to stand on a step and take that heel down and up, or do calf raises. This is a nice one. It's that whole ankle worm. Finish your last one. Come in, lift that leg, and then bring that opposite arm up and go up an inch, down an inch. Woo, I'm getting wobbly. Not concentrating. Good. Back is nice and straight. Reach to the crown of the head. 2 more. And the last one. Bring it down. Curl those toes under and come into downward facing dog. All right. Hold it there and just pedal those feet. Stay in that nice little stretch for the hamstrings. Good. We're just going to open up the hips. We're going to come into 3-legged dog and then bend that knee, open up, and look up and under your right arm. Lift that leg up, bring it down. We'll just quickly go to the other side. So bring that leg up, bend the knee, look up and under. Keep pressing through that opposite heel and bring it back. Walk the hands in. You should be nice and warm. Grab a quick drink. All right. Terrible cold still. Okay, all right. So 15 moves. I'm gonna grab my little risers for my hands when we get into a plank position, and make sure you have all your weights. All right, so the first one, remember you have 1 minute of it. We're gonna take one weight in our left hand, step out, and then switch at the top. Remember, it's a squat swing, and you're coming right up to like chest height to switch. I'm going to do a 10. You can always have something lighter or heavier. I'm going to turn on my tracker. All right. Okay. All right. We ready? We have 1 minute. Ready? Here we go. Squat. So there's a little bit of a speed element, but not too much. You're not hopping or anything. Good. So feel like you can go a little deeper. If you were not a big fan of that switch, you could hold on to the dumbbell and just kind of swing it. So same leg. Good. I'm going to let you know how much you have left. You have 20 seconds. A minute is a long time for these moves. This one I put first to get that heart rate up a little. Good. Feeling those inner thighs too. Last one. Woo. Recover. All right. Next one is 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. It's a snatch. If you can't snatch, you can just single arm clean to the shoulder and do it again. So you're going to have the weight on the floor, or you can hold the weight, tap the floor if you don't want to release it. I'm going to just tap the floor. And I'm going to have a 12 and a 15. I'm going to start with a 15, see how I do with it. Keep in mind it's only 30 seconds each side. All right. Feet apart. Remember, you want to think bending the knees to reach the floor. So if you're not warm yet, just don't go all the way down. Just keep the weight in your hand. All right, ready? Here we go. I'm going to tap. This is more of a leg and core move than a shoulder move. Push. So if you didn't want to go all the way down, you could just keep it kind of where you can comfortably squat. 5 seconds. And make your switch and go to the other side. Ooh, these first two moves, I feel like it's cardio. Think about your hips driving the weight up. Hips driving the weight up, and your core has to be braced here. Ooh. Got about 5 seconds. Last one. Woo. Bring it in. Woo. All right. All right. One weight. I'm going to try to take a 12 here. We're going to step out into a concentration or into a lateral lunge with a concentration curl. So it looks like this. You're going to step out, anchor that arm, curl, come back in. So it's a single arm concentration curl. I think I'm going to stick with the 12 for this one. So feet together, step out to your right, and anchor that elbow towards that inner thigh. Here we go. Now we're going to do 30 seconds on the right and 30 seconds on the left. So this involves a lot of core and some legs. You want to find that low lunge. We did this in the warm-up with the feet planted. So hopefully you feel nice and warm there. Step out, anchor, curl. Nice full range on that curl because your arm is straight. And then you can execute that whole curl. This is your last one. We're going to come up and switch. 30 seconds. So you should be feeling a ton of core. So we step, curl. Ooh. So just anchor that weight. A little bit of coordination. Lateral lunge. Find that deep lateral lunge there. And push off. Engage that core. Good. We have one more. And recover. Ooh, harder than I thought. Okay. Next one. It's a squat press. Now this one, keep in mind, is 1 minute. Okay. So squat press, push press. One squat press, stay up at the top, one push press. You can use one weight. You can use two weights. I'm going very conservative with 10s here because a minute is a long time. So we're going to rack those weights. Here we go. Squat press, push, and then squat press again. So the first one's a little bit more leg and core. Second one, definitely a little more shoulder. It's a narrow push press. So you're gonna get a little more chest and front delt. Whew. Go deep on that squat. Really sit as deep as you can. You have about 22 seconds left. Abs are tight. I'm glad I went with 10s. Try not to lean back. Brace that core. Try to get that push from the legs on that squat press, then push press. Last one, bring it down. Ooh. All right. Okay. Here's our single arm tricep move. One weight. I'm going to go into a curtsy, and I'm going to go down and up. Curtsy, tricep overhead extension. I'm going conservative with an 8-pound weight. Now, these unilateral moves, we do have triceps and biceps coming up, but I wanted to get something with a little bit of the unilateral to it. Palm faces out. Wrap. So I have my left arm up, right leg back. There we go. Curtsy, 30 seconds. So your palm faces me, and you want to keep that elbow in. Now, if you didn't like the curtsy with it, you could just keep the curtsy stance for a little extra imbalance and just stay here. You're still working that core and that tricep. Ooh. All the way down. Come on. Really push through that tricep and switch. Take your time. Turn that palm. Here we go. Now you have a little balance component here too. You can also hold on to something. Ooh, that wasn't a good one. A little bit of balance. So if your balance is off, I'm just going to show you, unless it feels good, even just take one finger on something. Even just for the first few, I feel a little bit more unstable on this side. So I'm going to try bring that arm out. Elbow stays up. And really push through that tricep. So bend the elbow, straighten, push, flex that tricep. 2 more. Ooh, feeling that core too, big time. And last one. Ooh, good for your balance as well. All right, so here are those rows from the floor. We're gonna do an alternating row. I'll give you an option. I'm gonna take 2 weights on the floor. Option would be just to hold the sumo and alternate 1 weight at a time. You can hold 1 weight and switch. You can hold 2 weights. That's going to be a little more demanding on your legs. So remember, it's a minute. All right. So I'm going to come down and sit into my heels. What am I not going to do is this. Okay. It's a pretty low sumo, so find that sumo first. You can always do some switching and then bring it to the floor. Here we go. Push. Now you can keep your hand on like I am, if that feels good. My back should be straight and I'm sitting into my heels. This is a good option if you don't like renegade rows because you're working core a little more. But if you're not a big fan of sitting this deep into a squat, I'm going to bring my hands a little bit out in front to get that pull. Make sure you don't hit your leg. Keep going. I'm going to show the option. Just keep going where you are. If you're not ready for that, you're going to go row and then row. And then maybe you get a little lower as we go. But don't do this. I really want you to sit. A lot of core on this one. Because you have to keep an equal distribution of weight into the feet and keep that pelvis stable, just like you would be in a plank with a renegade row. Whew. Bring it down with control. I know you're feeling those legs. 5 seconds. Last one. Oh, bring it up. Whew. Legs, legs. So we're going to work each body part in a couple different positions. So that's a great one. All right. We have a bicep curl. So this one, we're going to go up halfway, up and down, and I'm going to throw in some pulses halfway. Okay, so I'm going to have my palms facing front. I think I'm going to start with 12s. I have my 10s if I need. And if you go to muscle failure, just go to a twist and curl. Do what you got to do. Just make sure you really have a solid stance. I see a lot of this and this. We don't want that. You can kickstand if your back feels tight, but my hips would still be level, okay? Ooh, all right. All right, I have a narrower stance, so that's why the kickstand's important. Squeeze those glutes. Here we go. Up, halfway, up, lower down. You're not going to get a lot of reps here, so I want you to go a little heavier, and I want you to come up to where that sweet spot is. It's about 3/4 of the way up, and you want to make sure you come down slow. You also want to make sure that you don't pull with the hand. I want you to pull with the bicep. Make sure your elbow's pointing down. In other words, you don't want to forcefully come up. So you want to come up slow. Now hold your next one up and pulse up an inch, down an inch. We have 8 of these. 4, 3. Make sure you're moving the forearm and not just doing this. 2. Go all the way down. Go up, halfway up and down. You only have one more. Woo. Halfway, up and down. Good. Woo. So we got some more biceps in as promised. All right. The next one, we're going to go an overhead tricep extension, and I'm throwing in a sumo or a plie squat, So you're going to be in a wide, this will get the inner thigh a little bit. One weight or two, we're going to go down and up, okay? Come all the way down and all the way up, okay? I'm going to go with 2 8-pound weights pushing into each other because I like the way 2 weights feels, but you can hold onto the head of the dumbbell. And again, if the legs start to fail you can just hold that wide stance. But you want your back nice and straight. You want to get inner thigh and quad. Really brace that core. All right. Everything up. And here we go. So we got single arm. Now working both triceps. Keep those elbows high. This is a good one to work on your form. Okay, so you want to brace that core and tilt that pelvis a little bit under so you're not hyperextending. So we go down and really squeeze through those triceps. Another thing you can do here is maybe hold your deepest plie, hold a static position, that's isometric. That's also very hard. You can hold it as low as you can. Throw some of those in, but we're not changing anything with that tricep. Come on. Ooh, you got 5 seconds. Flex through those quads on the way up. Finish your last one and bring those weights in or weight in. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna get a quick drink. How we doing? Okay, we are on move 9. We're going down to the mat. All right, so we're doing a frog glute bridge, meaning the soles of the feet are together. We're going to hit a little bit more outer glute, and you have the option to hold one weight at the pelvis. I'm going to hold a 12-pound weight. Okay? Whew. All right. And we're going to go up and halfway down. Okay, for that 1 minute. If you just need a break, you can come up halfway, up all the way down. You can always throw some of those in. So find the position first. And we're going to relax the upper body here. If you want to try a few without the weight, you can. Engage the core deeply here. Push the feet into each other. Here we go. Up, half, up. You're probably not going to be up as high. It's okay. You can always take the weight out partial of the way through. I'll give you an idea when we're 30 seconds in. You're gonna feel a little bit more inner thigh here. And I want you to push those heels into each other. Relax your shoulders. You're gonna feel a little bit more outer glute here. Remember, you can go all the way up, all the way down here. If you need a little break, these kind of sneak up at you, on you, we're about 30 seconds in. Remember, if you like the strength series, you can always do this segment twice. And on the moves that we did for 30 seconds each, you could do all right the first time through and then all left. Like on the concentration curl, on the tricep overhead extension, on the snatches. Whew. All right, a few more seconds left. Let's hold it up and quicken those pulses. Ooh. Relax your shoulders. Sometimes when we hold a weight, we tense up the shoulders. So let's say 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, bring that weight down. Good job. All right, the next one is going to be a frog push-up, okay? It's going to be a little bit different. If you have a mat in front of you, your hands and your feet would be wider than the mat. So I'm going to imagine I have like a mat in front of me. If you don't like this kind of a push-up, you can do like something different. You can do like any regular push-up or a chest press. So I'm going to curl the toes under. Our hands are going to be wide. I have my pads here. So if I looked at my knees and my hands, they're in a straight line. Knee push-ups would be your option here, but with your butt tucked under. We're going to come up and push. Our knees are floating off the ground. Okay? So give these a try. Down and up. The key is your feet are wide. As best you can, lead with the chest and don't do this. Don't look at your feet. So if you don't like this one, you can always go right here. Keep going. You can go to a knee push-up. Okay, but just make sure those hips are tucked under. So we did frog glute bridges. Now we're giving these a little stabberoo. You're gonna feel a little more maybe in the shoulder as well as the chest. Probably won't be able to go down as low, but you never know. Try to do a couple where you feel it. You're gonna feel your core big time. Your back is straight, knees are wide. Keep pressing those knees open. So you're wider than the mat if you have a mat in front of you. Last one, bring it down. So that was my first time demoing that. Take a little stretch back. So it's important to vary the push-ups. Some work better than others, but this one, I'll just show from the front. My hands were super wide, elbows still going back, knees wide. So you're in this kind of position, doing the best you can. All right, did we get that? Hopefully you saw that, or I explained it well. But if you have a traditional mat in front of you, it's gonna be wider. All right, even if you just did a few and then went to regular push-ups. All right, we're flipping over onto our back. We have a series of core exercises with weight, and then we stand up for a squat with an upright row and a squat with a lateral or front raise. And we're done with the strength. All right, so this one, we're doing a pullover leg lower. So I'm gonna get one 15-pound weight. You can take two weights and push them into each other. Remember, it's gonna look like this, a pullover, legs up, make sure your legs aren't here. You wanna press that tailbone down. So you're gonna pull over, is more for the lats. Okay, so we're not doing a skull crusher. And you're gonna go nice and slow, single leg lower. Do you have to lower to the floor? No, you lower to where you feel solid in your core. Head stays down the whole time. All right, 1 minute. All right. Ready? And begin. Keep going, just go. Just go. My mic playing tricks on me. Put energy into both legs. Keep going. This might really bugging me. Okay. Put energy into both legs. So in other words, you're not like letting one leg hang. You can also go double leg lower, but I like to start with single. And if you feel good here, I want you to go a little heavier in the weight, so for your upper body. So that's why I'm not going to double for me. I just want to really make sure I'm navigating and really feeling every inch of this move. I'm seeing how far can I get my leg and my arms back. I'm using my lats to come up, not my hands pulling, not a bend in the elbow. Keep going. And give me one more. And bring it in. Whew, good job. The next one, you can take the same weight or a lighter weight. I think I'm going to go lighter. And we're going to crisscross the legs. The lower you go, the harder it's going to be. So I'm going to go kind of start up. I'll go down, try to hold it low, and then come back up. My head's down, and my hands are going to be here. You can lift your head up if you want. Okay, so it's pretty slow. I want you to use that inner thigh. Option, if you don't want to do that, be on your elbows and just keep the legs up, and then maybe come down here if you don't like to do it all the way on your back. All right, but this is a little bit more for the upper body, stabilizing through the shoulder with that weight. All right, you can start with your head down. I'm going to start with a few here. I'm going to point my toes because I like the way that feels better. But you could have a neutral foot here. You know, do a few here. And then I'm going to do a few with my head lifted. You know, when we have a minute, Suzanne, I see your ankles crossing. Bring it down and up as you see fit. So this is a lot harder here. And I'm just holding that weight up. And then maybe I'll come up. It's a slow crossover though. And I'm going to do a few with my head down and lower the legs. So you see what position works best. If you find yourself arching your back here, then come up a little bit. Just keep that core connection. I like it better with my head up. Feeling those inner thighs. Almost there. 4, 3, brace that core. 2, and 1. Whew. I tried to hold those last few down. It was getting tough. All right. Now we have, we're going to go lighter with your weights, a bicycle with a narrow press. It's an alternating bicycle with a narrow press. So when my left leg is going out, my right arm is going up. So I am using 8s here because this is a minute. Your head can be up or down for this one. And you're going to hold the weights right here. Okay? I'll show it with the head down first. So knees come up. As my right arm goes up, my left leg goes out. And then I switch. Switch. You can bring your head up, but make sure that you're not feeling tension in the head, neck, or shoulders. Here we go. I just brought my head down to look at my timer. The sun's like reflecting on it. I should really move it. So it's not very quick. It's a bicycle move. And you're also getting a little front delt. So you can maybe come here with your head down for a few. It's almost like a dead bug in reverse. Like a little narrow press. Nod that chin, curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. Eyes go right to your legs. You can flex your feet. I am feeling these 8s. Keep going. I'm just checking the timer. All right. You have about 10 seconds left. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Just very rhythmic. Ooh. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Good. All right. This next one, we're going to go full tuck with 2 twists. I'll give you an option for this one. I'm going to take a 10. So let's start with the twist. So I'm going to go twist, twist, and then I'm going to go full tuck. Now on the tuck, I can go up, in. I'm going to do that. I'm probably not going to bring my arms back. If you don't like that, you can do a pullover, come up, twist, twist. I would have your feet out a little bit more. So you can do pullover and then 2 twists if you didn't like that tuck. But you don't want to use momentum, even though the weight helps you up. You don't want to rely on that every time, okay? With the tuck, it's going to be a little harder because the weight's here. All right, here we go. 2 twists, full tuck. With the 10, I might be able to get the arms over. There we go. Yeah, if I had anything heavier, I probably wouldn't. So you can either go up, or you can even tuck with the weight right here. You don't even have to go overhead. So there's so many options. You want to think rolling back. So you can pull. Not a big fan of that. I'd rather press it up. So you find what works for you today. It's like a hollow hold and a controlled roll up. Whew. Again, you have a minute so you can mix it up. So maybe you do a few here with the twist. Take your time on the twist. Good. One more. And twist, twist. Whew. All right. We're coming up now. Last move, we're going to do a squat to an upright row, a wide squat for 30 seconds. And then 30 seconds, you can choose whether you want to do a narrow squat with a lateral raise, or you can keep the wide squat and do an upright row with one or both arms. All right, so legs and shoulders. Last move. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go 12s. It's 30 seconds of a wide squat. So you're gonna go down, wait till you come up for the upright row. And then I'll tell you when we switch, you can stay with the wide squat front raise. I'm probably gonna go narrow squat lateral raise, personally with 10s. So you have a minute of squats and shoulders. There we go. Now you have a little hinge forward because the weights are in front of you. So it's a wide squat though, kind of like a plie, but you're pushing into those feet. Have a little bit more hinge than we had when we did that tricep overhead extension. A little bit more sumo, which is also getting the inner thigh. So many squats. Really make sure you're pulling with the upper body, not with your hands. Lowering with control. My legs are feeling it. And one more. Good. And then we're going to go squat upright, or squat front raise, or squat lateral raise. So I'm going to squat, suitcase squat, and lateral raise. You can also keep going. You can also be here, sumo, and maybe one arm front raise. Okay, keep going. Just depends what you want today. Good. Nice little suitcase squat. Getting a little bit more quad. Getting those medial delts. All right. Whew. I mean, one more. and recover. All right. You are done with your weights. Now, if you're watching this on replay and you're like, oh, I want to do more strength today, hit rewind and repeat all those. Or if you've written them down and you're good with the timer, you're doing them 1 minute each. Okay. So we have 10 moves. I'm going to kind of give you 15 seconds in between so I can explain the other move. I'm going to put my hair up. All right. I'll give as many options for anything in a plank, but if you like weights in front for your hands when you're doing a burpee or mountain climbers, I'm going to use these today. They just elevate the hand a little bit so you don't have as much extension. They're game changers. All right. Okay. Also, what was I going to say? Oh, I'll give you low and high impact options. So for this first one, we're going to do a football run, quick, to mountain climbers. I'm going to do about 4 of each. Keep in mind, it's only 30 seconds. We don't have to move at the same pace. And if you want, you can do football run, knee, knee. Football run, knee, knee. If you don't want to go down and do 4 quick climbers, okay? So we're going to have our feet apart wide. Think back to our kickboxing days. We used to do this one all the time. All right, it was good cardio move. All right, on your toes for the football run. Ready? Abs tight. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. You just kind of keep it going. You're up and you're down. You can do cross climbers. Come on. These are all body weight cardio. Come on. 30 seconds. 15 seconds in between to transition. Make sure you're all the way up. Whew. Last one. And recover. Whew. All right. Second one. You're going to go lateral lunge, knee, lateral lunge, switch to the other side. No running, no jumping. Here we go. Lateral lunge, knee, lateral lunge, switch. Lat, knee. You can have your hands here. Great low impact move. A little sense of urgency. We want to get down there quick. Push off. Twist from right here. Whew. 4, 3, 2. Finish it. 1. Woo. All right. Move 3. 2 kicks, 2 jacks. So it's kick, 2 jacks, low impact or high impact. If you don't want to do kicks, do knees. Ready? Here we go. So we kick, jack, kick. Nice way to get your jumps in because you only have 2 jacks. Try to reach that toe. Use that core to get that leg up there. A lot of these are core focused. Come on, 5 seconds. Finish it. Time. Whew. All right. Oh, we're coming down to the mat. Clock circles. If you don't know what these are, you can do in-outs. Okay? Right there. All right. Hands here. Here we go. We lift the hips. We put them down somewhere else. We go around in a circle. We finish that circle. We go the other way. There's no other way to do it, to teach it, than just to practice it. But if you can do reverse curl and a crunch, you should be able to do this. You're not using your hands. I like my hands together, and you don't want your hands behind your head either. Okay, you want to be able to hold your head, neck, and shoulders up. Whew. Come on. And the key is you're picking your hips up, putting them somewhere else. Last one, come on. Whew. Can't do it all in place. You have to use those obliques and recover. So in and outs were your option there. That's a fun one. It requires practice. Number 5. Ooh, this is a good one. All right, hands, I'm gonna put them on dumbbells for this one. We're gonna be in a plank, and we're gonna do bear tap-ins. You can do a Heisman here if you like, high knee run, all right? Or practice the cock circles again. We're gonna come into a plank. We're gonna bring our left knee in off the floor, drive. Right knee in, drive left. Left knee in, drive right. Go, 30 seconds. It's like a bear plank into a regular plank. Whew. Bear knee. Make sure, keep going, that your knee's not up here. You're in a bear. So you can just practice holding a bear plank like this and just get used to using your quads and your core. I'm almost there. Drive it in. Ooh, hands under your shoulders. Feel those quads. Definitely core. Last one. Ooh. Another kind of a new one. I don't do a lot. Number 6. Squat knee, squat jump. Okay? Or just squat knee. All right. Squat knee, squat jump. Squat knee. It can be squat kick, squat jump. If you want, go. 30 seconds. I want you to come up from that low squat and land low. Come on. Kick. Squat. Kick. Your choice whether you want to touch that toe. Again, those are great for the core. Use your core to get that leg out. Come on. Remember, you can be here. Squat, squat, squat knee, and squat. You're still going to get that heart rate up. Last one. Whew. Whew. All right. Move 7. All right. Arms together. Low impact. You go forward, slam, slam with your heels down, or you can jump it. Higher impact, forward, back, slam, slam. The key is getting the arms up. All right, ready? I'm gonna do the low impact first. Here we go. Forward, back, slam, slam. And then you would alternate. If you don't want to jump and you want a little more, come up on the toes. Hands to the chest for that forward back. And then, so using that core and hip flexor to bring the body forward. Remember, you can mix this up. Maybe you do the pulses without the jump. Whew. One more. Time. Whew. Between that one and the bear to plank, the quads. All right. Number 8. All right. This is a good one. We skate up, Heisman back. Skate up for 4, Heisman back. Ready? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, knee. Skate, skate. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, knee. Come on. Work on your reaction time. Come on. That single leg action there on that skater. You can even do it with the toe back. You're still predominantly in that front leg. And then you can walk knee. Walk, knee. Keep going. Working in that sagittal plane. Whew. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, knee. One more. Whew. Time. Ooh, we're getting there. Move 9. All right. Come down into an elbow plank. But your feet are wide. And we're gonna tap, feet in. We're gonna go star taps. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, right? So we get that tap out. The goal is to try to keep your hips down. It's only 30 seconds. Now, if that's too hard, you don't want to do it, do this. Watch. Tap your foot, and then maybe tap out in front. But we're trying to make an X. Definitely harder. Reach to the crown of the head. Reach out as an X. Last one. Brace that core. Whew. I know you're like, I thought it was cardio. That should get your heart rate up. All right. The next one. Whew. All right. We're going to go 3-point ab to burpee. I'll give you an option. Here's your option. You can do in and out, side to side, if you don't want to be on your hands, okay? Hands are behind, but I want you to make sure you're not here, okay? That's your option to get those obliques. Otherwise, you're going to jump back. Let's start standing. Jump back to plank, jump into the side, jump up, and then we go to the other side, okay? So it looks like this. We jump back to plank, side, jump up, bring it back, go to the other side. Okay? Jump back, side. Jump back to plank, side. An option is walk back, tap in, walk in, up. Make sure you don't do this though. I demoed it the wrong way. You're going to be walking back, okay? Walking into the other side. Walking in. Okay, keep going. And recover. Whew. You did it. 10 moves, 30 seconds each. Or thereabout. Complete workout. Sometimes we do the HIIT on the front with the cardio. Today we did after. So you could potentially maybe go a little heavier if you wanted to. Whew. Keep the feet moving. Get some water. Whew. Some different moves I haven't done in a while. Now, if you're like, oh, I liked that, you could repeat just that if you wanted to. But to get a whole workout in a short amount of time, under an hour, that was 45 with the, well, it was a little more with the warm-up. You get what I'm saying. All right. We're going to go hamstring, scoop, just while we bring that heart rate down. So we heel dig, scoop. Try not to make the arms too big, because we want to try to get that heart rate down. You could also be here and just work on the hamstring stretch with the hinge. When your heart rate comes down, hold it to one side and hold that stretch. Option, go to your pyramid, both toes facing the same direction. I'm going to show from the side. So you're in this like pyramid position, back is nice and straight. Both legs are straight, and roll it up. And then go to the other leg for that hamstring, either here. Time for a little static stretching or pyramid. So in the pyramid stretch, you're stretching pretty much the front leg here. Yeah, you're going to feel a little stretch in the back, but it's folding over that leg. So if you find yourself here, work on getting your chest to that leg. Bring your feet together, roll it up. Ooh. Good job. Open up the chest. Draw the shoulders back. tuck that pelvis under. With that deep stretch, it might be a little uncomfortable, but if you need a break, you can come out of it and come into it. Woo. Good. Lace the fingertips in front and round the upper back. Let your head be free here. Make sure you're not holding any tension in the neck. Bring the arms up. Push up. And then bring the arms over to one side. Hi, Jenny. Jenny, you want to come say hi? Back to the center and over the other side. If you don't like your hands like this, you can hold here. Hi, Jenny. How you feeling? All right, fold forward over those legs and give your dog a little kiss. Or yourself a nice little hug. All right, bend the knees, roll it up. Roll the shoulders back. Let's stretch out our quads. So I'm going to come over and balance on something because I really want to feel that quad stretch. Option, you can be on your side or on a prone position, but make sure that knee is slightly bent. Holding the stretches a little longer at the end of our workout. And other side. So bend that knee a few times if you need to, and make sure that knee's pointing down, supporting knee slightly bent. Whew. So you can add as much tension as you want here by pulling that heel in. You just don't want to be like this way. You want to be nice and tall. And slowly release it. Take a nice big deep breath. Bring all that good energy in. And I hope you guys have a great day. And if you enjoyed that, let me know. I am going to post that ASAP. I think that's a good one you can do. You can tailor to what you feel like for the day. And I'll try to mark that in the comments. All right.